At this stage of the discussion, at this stage of the studies, at this stage of the series of tutorials and voiceover, we will discuss what exactly happened with communism, which collapsed the system of socialism, collapsed the system of economy at such an abrupt way that it could not surpass even the first century of its establishment. Communism emerged in the early decades of the 20th century. It proliferated to different regions of the world, went beyond the borders of the country, but could not survive for the long period of time. In fact, it couldn't sustain for a long period of time. It collapsed. So we need to analyze whether such a collapse was because of the failure in system, or such a failure was just because of the villainies of individuals. Yes, when we talk about the system, when we talk about communism, we either talk about its success, its rise, or we talk about its failure and we talk about its fall. But we need to understand whether the system has collapsed or it has just happened because of the villainies of the individuals concerned. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with the system, but the villainies of the individuals collapse it. Well, we need to understand what were the reasons which collapsed communism at such a quick pace. If there was something wrong with the system itself, or was it just because of the villainies of the individual concerned? When we analyze the system, when we go into the details, we need to understand what exactly went wrong with it. Well, earlier we were talking about the cause and effect theory. If we take capitalism as a cause and then communism being an effect of the same, we have seen that capitalism sustains to the day. It moves on. Well, the fact that we have been marking communism as an effect to it has collapsed. So what we need to do, we need to analyze the whole of the system. We need to analyze the ideology of socialism. We need to analyze the practice of communism. We need to understand the structure of communism and then make an idea out of it. Yes, communism has collapsed in USSR. It disintegrated in 1991. And we do not have a happy story in DPRK, North Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Well, although we have a different story in China when it comes to Mao Zedong's edition of communism. So we'll continue with our discussion on communism and try to get a clear picture out of it.